Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request for Kevin, who wanted to see the Pale Rider ground type in the Red Rider colors from the Mobile Suit Gundam Aggressor manga. We were looking that up a couple of weeks ago just because when the Dualahan hit, we were all thinking, so what other Pale Riders could they put in the game? There's a couple other kinds that we looked up, and the Red Rider was like foremost among them. And yeah, it's an interesting design. It's very similar to the Pale Rider ground heavy arms type, but it's got a couple of weapon differences that I can't replicate here. Mainly, its like primary weapon is the other machine gun, not the one I'm using, but the ground type machine gun, which yeah, Pale Rider can't use that. So. But since most of the covers to the Aggressor manga, as shown on the Gundam Wiki, have a machine gun as its primary weapon, that's what I went with here for as much authenticity as I could get. As you can see, I'm already almost out of legs. I think that was a Hyzak Custom that's tagged me before. If so, they've got a very support-heavy team, because they've got two, I believe, Dom's Barrage, and also a Hyzak Custom, if I'm right about that, though. This is, I think, a not a Pale Rider, a Full Armor Gundam ground type. Because, yeah, it's got the right armaments for it. It wasted its tackle, so I was able to move in pretty hard. My big gun is ready, so I can back around the corner and get ready to shoot. And boom, there we go. And it's almost dead. I can finish it with the machine gun and hopefully move on to do something worthwhile with my last 844 hit points and 40 seconds of Hades. I almost said Exam, just because Exam was the one I encountered first, but yeah. See, doing some damage to this barrage, but I have not quite finished it. There we go. Yeah, those spinning side slashes, they take a while for me to get used to, just because I keep forgetting that Pale Rider has them. I don't think any other Twin Saber-equipped mobile suit uses that animation. I think it's unique to the Pale Rider so far. But yeah, it's either way, it's nothing I expect until I'm actually using the Pale Rider's melee, and then I'm a little bit surprised by it generally. But so far we're doing pretty well. 3,000 to 2,300. Not a huge difference, like one kill counting assists and what have you, but see, yeah, they were okay, but we brought it back around by getting somebody else. But yeah, if I'm right about the Dom Barrage thing, they have 3 supports on their team, because I'm pretty sure that was a Hyzak Custom that nailed my legs at the beginning of the round. Because the beam was yellow, which means it was not a G4 Gundam like we have on our team. So, like I said, Hyzak Custom is my best bet, and it's something that fits in well and does a lot of good damage at this cost. Or it could be whatever just dropped me to my knees, which... Dwedge Custom? Okay, but they obviously have a G4 as well, because the beam just whizzed past my head. That was actually more disconcerting on replay than it was at the time. I just didn't really notice it, because I think I was focusing on the person who just hit me previously. Tried to set me up for the good combo, but it didn't quite work for them. Snuck in a kill with the missiles there, which now I need to move to my right and deal with these guys, because they are beating up. Okay, that's the big yellow beam that hit me at the beginning. Dwedge Custom and its beam bazooka. 100% certain that's what it is. And it used its blinder, which I was ready for, and I could have gotten a better swing in on that, honestly, but I took a half step back because I was pretty sure I was going to stun 2 teammates if I didn't. That said, though, I managed to get out of that quicker than I thought they should have been able to. But it is a camphor. I'm moving up. I caught it twice. It's dead. And probably not a bad time to do Hades if I'm thinking about that, which I probably should be. 60% of my legs are gone. If I take another hit, I probably will be falling on my face when I boost. But to be honest, I'm usually hesitant to use Hades, not only because of the disadvantage should I live long enough for it to expire, where my head and legs both get destroyed and I land on my face, but also just because of the defense reduction it comes with. Because Pale Rider, in my opinion, is already fragile enough. And I am taking a lot of hits from my flank. I am dead. But yeah. Plus, just unfortunately, I was firing into that crowd, and the person directly in front of me just stepped right in front of my cannon, just bad timing on my part generally. So that kind of turned things around badly for a moment, but I'm pretty sure if I'm bothering to run this, we're going to either get it back or come really close. Hopefully we'll get it back. See, they got number 5, I think it is, before they were able to capture point F, but yeah, and they're recapturing point F. I'm going to wait here because we need to spawn in en masse if we want to take them on. There's probably a bunch of them that are low health by now, or at least middle health, and that's enough of a reason to, coordinate our spawns and get in there. And there's a person who's nearly dead, I believe. I'm not sure what that is, but they moved away before I could get missiles into them. And pulled back real far, I believe. I often forget about the Pale Rider's arm beam guns, too, but they're not bad. They're about the same as the G4 and G5s. If you hit every single shot, they can stun, but don't count on it generally. But yeah, good weapon, and just anything that can do like quick spot damage, very useful to have. 180mm cannon is ready again. I'm just going to wait for somebody to walk into it. Unfortunately, I missed and hit the person who was still invincible. And yep, sometimes, like I said, I do like big all-or-nothing weapons, but I don't always have the best luck with them. I wouldn't say that the Pale Rider's cannon counts as that, but it's relatively close. It would need a higher level of damage and a slower recharge to be like the ideal of the kind of stuff I like to mess with. Stuff like the Jim White Dingo's beam rifle. One day I will have to get the higher levels of that out of the recycle ticket store. It's just I like to save my recycle tickets for mobile suits I don't have, which I feel is more logical. And so yeah, I'll get to those eventually, but it's probably going to be a good ways down the road, especially since, as far as I can tell, those have not yet gotten to the DP store, if they ever will. So yeah, that's just a thing. 50-some seconds left. We need to make up 2,000 points. With less time left than on the Hades timer, now is when we act. Somebody is there. Caught the full armor Gundam ground. It managed to get caught in the support fire, and just going to use the big gun and pin it down and kill it. And there we go. And I got shot from behind and killed, unfortunately. So hopefully the team will be able to pull this off. I might have one more spawn left in me, but I'm not sure I'm going to have any time to do anything with it. Okay, and yes, there was a Hyzak custom. I was wondering about that, but yeah, interesting. Okay, well, somebody just fired a big beam, and we are so close. We've got 10 seconds to pull this off. And just, yeah, push. Just run for it, because there's nothing I can do in time, but you guys can probably pull it off. And I think they're about to pull it off. And it has been pulled. Very nice. Yeah. I think that's why I kept this one, because I did relatively well, and just, yeah, that nice clutch finish is always fun. So yeah, that is the Red Rider colors on a Pale Rider, and yeah, our Mudrock was killing it. Great work there. But I think I did fairly well. We'll see the stats. Yeah, 5 kills and 3 deaths is not bad. So, hope you liked the round, Kevin. I thought it went pretty well. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more, so till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! And of course, at the end of the Pale Rider development chain is the Totus Ritter, which is from Mobile Suit Gundam Side Stories, and is roughly contemporary with the Double Zeta stuff we're getting in GBO2 right now. As I recall, it's also getting a model kit soon, which hopefully will up its chances of getting into this.